Say hello. Look at his face. Does anybody else feel like they look like a complete egg with their hair tied up? Because I do. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a fitness Q&A. I asked for some questions to do with fitness on my Instagram, which is this right here. So I did one of those question things where you like put the question in on my Instagram story. Wow, I explained that so well. And I got some questions back, so I'm going to be answering those for you today. I just wanted to quickly say that I will try to answer the questions as best as possible, but I don't know all the answers. I mean, we kind of all have to say this, that you have to take everything that anybody says with a pinch of salt. And I mean, I don't know what kind of questions there are, but if there are some kind of questions, they might be specific to people, and you can't take one word of one person and say that that's going to work for you. However, I am a certified personal trainer, so I can give some advice to you guys and answer these questions to the best of my knowledge through the training that I have. So let's get the questions up. Okay, so the first question that I have is stretching once a week enough? I have been taught, and what I would recommend is that you stretch after every single workout, purely, and like just exactly the same as a warm-up, you have to cool down as well, because you could get something like blood pooling and you could end up really hurting yourself. You could end up be really dizzy, and you could end up fainting and things like that. So you need to lower your heart rate back down after you've finished your workout, and a great way to do that is by stretching. It also would help if you're doing weight training to do stretching after the workout that you've just done, because of delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, everyone knows those. It helps to relieve that pain a lot as well, so you may not get it as much. Something like also like rolling out the muscle on one of those roll cylinders, that would help your muscles from not being sore after the workout. Also, if you can increase your flexibility, it increases your range of movement within the exercise that you're doing. There's a lot of benefits for stretching, and I personally don't think stretching once a week is enough. Like I said, I'd recommend that you stretch after every single workout if possible. Oh, and then another question straight after was, do I need to stretch before or after workouts? And I would recommend afterwards, because your warm-up and stretching your muscle before could cause you an injury, because if you just go straight into stretching, you can pull a muscle a lot easier. It's just like if you went straight into the workout without warming up, it's the exact same thing. When you warm up, you're warming up your entire body, you're increasing your heart rate, which allows you to be safe when you work out. So then you do your workout, and then after that your muscles should be really, like, I'm gonna say warm and a bit more flexible. I don't know what the right word is, but yeah. And then if you then do your stretches afterwards, you won't get pulled muscles and things like that. So yeah, I would say after workout. Okay, next question is, I want a six-pack, help me. It's not really a question, but I mean, there's okay, so the basic thing is it's so simple. You need to have a low body fat percentage for your six-pack to show. Everyone has a six-pack. It just means that the people who you can see the six-pack on have a lower body fat percentage. But also the problem is that body fat percentage is dependent to everyone's individual body as well. So someone could show that they have a six-pack with 22% body fat, and someone could show it they have to get lower, they have to get something like 17. So it's all about your personal composition for your body. You can obviously make your six-pack more dominant by exercising with weight training, just the same as if you were growing your biceps or your back or your glutes, whatever. It's the exact same thing. So what you would do is obviously you do ab training, then this would help to grow the muscle underneath, but then you need to get rid of the body fat on top for the six-pack to show through. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Again, it's just literally you need to have a lower body fat percentage to show the abs, because everyone has abs. It just depends on your body whether they show or not, at what percentage of body fat. Okay, so how often do I need to change my workouts? So that's the thing of theory about muscle memory and whether you're challenging your muscles enough by changing up your workout and things like that. For beginner, I would recommend changing your workout probably every at least 3 weeks. So if you do if you make yourself a plan, or you have a plan or whatever, you do that same structure, same workout, same exercises for those 3 weeks, and then after those 3 weeks change up the exercises within that workout. There's just help to challenge you. It's not just about building the muscle and the muscle memory, but also mentally it can be so boring to just continue to do the same workouts day after day. Yeah, so it's like if you were doing your workout and you weren't increasing your weight, you would just stay at the same. You would stay at the same level, you wouldn't get stronger, you wouldn't increase your strength, you wouldn't increase muscle mass, you wouldn't then in turn lose body fat if that's what your goal was. So yeah, it's a good idea to change the workouts so that you don't hit plateaus. That was off a tangent, but I would recommend every 3 weeks to change the workout exercise routine. So the next question is, how long do I need to work out for? My friend trains for 2 hours. I once read this theory that after 20 minutes what you're doing is basically pointless. I don't particularly agree with that, though I don't think that you need to be training for 2 hours. I think that's a bit excessive. If they were training for 2 hours, I can imagine they're taking a lot of rest time, and if you're trying to build muscle, that's not a good idea, because you're not constantly staying at that intensity, because you're bringing your heart rate down and you're resting for too long. So I think a good amount of time is probably only about an hour, to be honest. I mean, to do a full workout, it's probably between 45 minutes to an hour and a half, just depending on what you're training for. I mean, if this friend is training for 2 hours, there might be a reason why they're taking so long, but I can probably imagine it is for the rest. It just depends on what you're doing. There's no right or wrong answer. There's not, oh, I should be training for this long and that's too much. It's up to you. Like, you have to find out what works for you, how long you want to be there, what you're doing, if you're entertained enough. So yeah, it's honestly just about what you're training for. Okay, so the next question is apparently Siri thinks I want to talk to him. Is working out in the morning better for you? No. There's no specific time during the day when it's better for you to work out. It doesn't matter what time at all. It doesn't matter if you went to the gym at 10 o'clock in the evening or 10 o'clock in the morning. It's again completely up to what you want to do. It's mainly about motivation, to be honest, because I personally prefer getting up and going to the gym straight away, but because that's my kind of motivation. If I've been sitting around all day or working all day and then I have to go to the gym, it's less motivating. But it doesn't matter if you have a hard job that you do all day and then the only time you have to go to the gym is after work, then it's fine. It's not going to be better for you to go in the morning. You're not going to get a better workout if you just have the exact same workout, but obviously it's just down to your energy levels, your motivation, and whatever you want to do. So do I have to do cardio? I hate it. I hate cardio as well. No, you do not have to do cardio. Obviously, cardio is a good thing for us all to do. Cardio stands for cardiovascular, and that is your heart, your lungs, and the stuff that's keeping you alive, basically. And we want to keep that healthy. And yeah, obviously, like, it trains your muscles a lot, but it's mainly because for training your heart and your lungs to work better. So obviously that is a good idea to do, but you don't have to do cardio. You don't have to set it in exactly, oh, I'm going to do cardio on this day. I just go for walks, and that is enough. You don't have to do cardio like how everyone says to lose weight you need to do lots of cardio. No, it's not true at all. You can lose weight by purely doing weight training, because the more muscle mass you have, the higher your metabolism is, and therefore you will lose body fat much quicker than if you had little muscle and you were doing just cardio. But that is I would literally go on a tangent talking about that. So no, you do not have to do cardio. It is recommended to do cardio, but only purely for your health, not to lose weight or whatever. And just no. So I know you hate it, but try and do something that you enjoy. Like, if you don't think about it, then it's much easier. Like, if you're thinking, I'm just running on the treadmill, that is so boring to me. I would rather go on a dog walk, or I'd rather go swimming, and people don't think about it, but when you're swimming, you're working out your cardiovascular system, and that there you are doing cardio. So yeah, you just find out whatever you want to do. If you just want to have a little bit of fun, it's fine. It's not, but you don't need to think of it as, oh, I need to do cardio because I need to lose weight, because you don't have to do it that way. Okay, so what's the difference between oh my days. What's the difference between weight machines and free weights? Which is better? Okay, so weight machines are resistance machines, so also that's the exact same name. So those are the ones where you obviously, like, I don't know, stuff like leg press, leg extension machine. So it's the ones where I'm pretty sure you sit down on all of them, don't you? Yeah, you do. Okay, so on the weight machines, I'm pretty sure you sit down on. It's the ones you sit down on, basically, and they're already pre-done for you. You literally just put the weight in, you set up where, like, your range of movement is, and you just do it. There's no, like, picking up anything or anything like that. It's just the machine's already there. And then free weights are the dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, squat rack, and they're the ones that you can pick up and you can take. That's how you basically remember. Free weight means you can pick it up and you can take it with you. Also a cable machine, actually, that would technically be a resistance machine as well. So yeah, you don't sit down on a cable machine, so just scrap that. There is not one that is better. I 100% recommend mixing with, like, both into your workout, because there's benefits for both. The only thing I would say is that with a free weight, it will allow your whole body to be involved, whereas resistance machines are more kind of isolated, and that is not necessarily better or worse for either. I personally prefer to use free weights because, like I said, it uses more muscle, more concentration, and more of your entire body in being involved in the workout that you're doing. With the resistance machines, they're really good if the gym is busy or that you have a little amount of time. So say the only time you've got during the day is to work out for half an hour. It's just so easy just to go on a resistance machine and just do it. But again, I would really recommend to just include a really wide range in your workouts, so both resistance and free weights, but neither is better than the other. So next one, just started the gym, I really like it, but my muscles hurt so much after. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing, and it does not mean that you have injured yourself either. You'll know if you've injured yourself. So that is DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness, which I talked about earlier. And that is when your muscle has been obviously being worked out and it's just soreness afterwards. So it usually happens about 12 to 72 hours after you've done your workout. Obviously, there's a fly. Okay, so Yeah, so it obviously just depends on you. Mine tend to be 24 hours after the workout, and obviously it can vary. If you've done like no exercise and then you just go straight into it, you're literally going to be in so much pain. But it's not a bad thing and you'll get used to it. But to get rid of the pain or to help ease the pain, take baths, so like hot baths, or even, I know some people take cold baths as well, so like it just depends on what makes you feel better. Helps to relax the muscles, you need to relax them. And also you can use a roller cylinder to roll out your muscle on there, and it will massage the muscle to help with the pain. It's not a bad thing unless it is that you've pulled something, but I'm pretty sure you would know the difference. If you pull something, it would last more than 3 days, and you literally wouldn't be able to walk on it, whereas with DOMs you can usually just carry on. Okay, so another question is, how do I get rid of my flabby arms / love handles? Flabby arms and love handles are not the same thing, so I don't know if they meant both or whether they think that's the same thing, but flabby arms, I'm assuming they mean like under here, and then love handles is like lower back to like just above your hips. It's not really a specific, you can't specifically target areas of your body that you want to lose fat in. It doesn't work like that. It's completely up to your composition, your genetics, where your body stores your fat. To get rid of them, you have to just lower your body fat percentage, and the best way to do that is to build muscle, because it'll be more sustainable for one. Two, the more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism and the easier it is for you to lose fat. Okay, so the next question is pretty much the same as what I just said, which is what's the best way to lose fat? The best way is to weight train, to gain muscle first, not just to eat less and do lots of cardio, because you will probably get to a stage called skinny fat where you may be happy. I mean, it's just completely up to you what you like and what you want to be like. So the best way to lose fat would be build the muscle, and you can build muscle by eating. You have to eat enough to build muscle. You might have to be in a surplus. In the beginning, it's not really about bulking and cutting. You can easily build muscle and lose fat at the same time in the beginning, but then when you reach the plateau, which we all do, because if we're just doing the same thing over and over again and we'll just continue to do the same thing, we always hit a plateau and we need to change up what we're doing. After that, then you need to start bulking to build the muscle, but then you can always lose that fat again. So yeah, that is the number one best way to lose fat, is to build muscle. There we go. How often should I work out? These questions are all very subject to each person, but again, I'll just say a recommendation of around 3 to 5 times a week. That is a good goal to reach. 3 to 5 times a week. There we go, that was a quick and easy one. This one's interesting. Does intermittent fasting work? So, depends what you mean by work. If you mean, does it work in terms of losing fat, it could do, but it's not going to if you have your fasting window and then when you have your eating period, you eat all those calories that is in a surplus. You're not going to lose fat because you have to be in a deficit, so that means eating less calories than you're burning. That's the only way you can lose fat. So it doesn't matter when you eat the calories or whatever, you just have to be eating less. Intermittent fasting works for some people and it doesn't work for some people. It works for me because I have an issue of portion control, so it helps me to learn whether I'm actually hungry or whether I'm just bored. It also, there's lots of benefits to intermittent fasting. I feel like I have more energy in the morning I know it's going to sound really weird, but if I don't eat, because as soon as I wake up and then I eat, I feel kind of sluggish and I just want to go back to sleep again. And it also makes me drink a lot more water as well, which is really weird. You just have to give it a go, and if you don't like it, you don't like it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work for you. But it may not be intermittent fasting that's not working. It may be the fact that you are eating too many calories, even though you're only eating it within 8 hours. Okay, so last question is, will I be too muscly if I do weights? This is a question that I think a lot of mainly women get anxious about because they think they're gonna look like, well, how men do when they work out muscles. But the thing is that men and women have different hormone levels, and well, then also each woman has different hormones levels to another woman. So I mean, it's not something that you should be afraid of, because I don't think it takes a lot to build muscle. Like, to get that big, it takes a lot. It takes them so long and so much hard work. I really don't think you have to worry about it. The only way you would become muscly is if you tried to. If you were doing it to build muscle, you wouldn't build the muscle you think you're going to. So I don't think you really need to worry about becoming too muscly without you purposely trying to do it. So if you just tried weight training, I think you would just tone, and you don't have to build the muscle that you don't want to build. You can always take it away, you can always add, you know, it's that simple. Okay, so that's all the questions I have been asked. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope I answered those questions well. I mean, like, I kind of go on a tangent. It's more than just answering the question. There's just so much information out there and to give. So I hope that they were clear. I mean, I'm really awful at explaining things. I feel like I just go around in a huge circle. But anyway, if you guys have any more questions that you want me to answer, please comment down below any questions that you have for me. Also, if you think that you have a different opinion to me, to some of these questions, please let me know, because I love hearing everyone else's opinion, because there is never a right or wrong answer when it comes to opinion on fitness. I mean, obviously there are some stuff that is just fact, but there is also a lot of leeway between those facts, and everyone is completely different, and some stuff works for others, and then they find out that something else works and they want to tell everyone about it, and it may work for you too. So yeah, exactly. See, so I'm going off on a massive tangent about telling everyone that you have to take everything everyone says with a pinch of salt. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Please give the video a like if you liked it as well. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.